Hey, what's up, Brick City Earth Angel 1800? What's going down, Soul Family? Today it's Sunday. It's a blessed day out here. It is windy. The sun is out. The birds is out. The dogs. I mean, it's so laid back and relaxing day today. So I came out earlier to get on out to do my videos and everything. This here is going to be the download right off the dome, okay? So um, I've been having this download for a couple of weeks now, but I have to piece it up because I got so much more. That's why I'm trying to get used to doing my downloads, because when they drop them from the heavens, they just drop like gems, and then after that I have to line them up because it'd be like two or three of them, and then I have to line them up and make sure everything is accurate to get my downloads right. Okay, that's what I always do. I don't just jump into my downloads like that. I always try to make sure that I'm getting all the information right. Okay, so then on top of that, when I say downloads is coming from the spiritual team, my spiritual team. It could come from the Holy Spirit, or it could come from my ancestors. Okay, but when but all of them work together. Okay, so but I know which one is what and everything once you get a personal relationship with the great I am. That's why I tell you guys, as in, when you live in the will of God, or you in the world and you are still living your will. Okay, so when you're living your will, it's not necessary that it's of the devil. Okay, you could be living your will and not doing worldly things and not living the will of God. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, because I know somebody asked me about, like, they ain't living Jesus will, God will, but they are living their will, but they ain't doing the negativity things that's in the streets and everything, laying up with people, men, and all this certain things, doing heavy drugs, prostituting, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it's not necessary that you are being a bad person when you live in your will. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, it's just when you live in your will and you just the missing piece is, all you have to do now is add Jesus Christ to your life, and then that's the missing piece. Okay, so let's get that straight. Okay, because I know I get on here and say, if you're not living the will of God, that you're living Satan, the will of Satan. But it's like, God already know your heart. Okay, that's why I tell you guys and motivate you guys, as in praying to God and get closer and closer to the great I am. So as you get closer and closer to the great I am, that's how you get a personal relationship with God. Okay, I just want to get on here to let you guys know that today is Sunday. I think it's the 9th or the 8th, something like that, June the 9th or the 8th or something, but it's Sunday. But I just advise you guys and motivate you guys, as in, you can still pray to God no matter what problem you have gone through or whatever you're going through in your lifetime right now, because he can pull you out of it. Okay, no matter if you did wrong or whatever, everybody have sinned. Ain't nobody is perfect on this earth. Okay, everybody have sinned, but only the perfect one that walked this earth was Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But um, sometimes when you live in the will of God, sometimes you have to go through a lot of tests and everything. But I tell you guys, once you have go through tests and trials and tribulations and everything, you get closer to the great I am by when you accomplish your tests and goals and everything, as in when he tests you. That's why I tell you guys to always be humble in everything that you do, because when you are living the will of God, you're going to be humble, because you done been through so much. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we always stay humble, because we don't know what God would put towards us. You see what I'm saying? So, but you got to be strong in order to conquer the problem that he got in front of you. Okay, so It's so many words. It's what's that word is stay. It's solution focused. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about the problem, how the problem occurred. Worry about how you gonna correct that problem. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at that. I'll be solution focused, as in don't even look at how you got like that. Just look at how you can overcome whatever you're going through in your lifetime. That's why I'm trying to motivate you guys, because I was out in the streets. I've been 20 years clean now, and God done blessed me and everything. I got off track when I was like 18, 19. You see what I'm saying? The streets and shit. You know, I ran the streets and everything. But like I tell you guys, that if you in the streets, Jesus can use you because you know that both sides. You see what I'm saying? If you know the streets, you know the devil works, you know all this negativity things, okay? So Jesus can use you. And then I just made a video, as in if you a book or you read books, okay? So there's so many words saying that that you go through a lot of problems and everything, but you know how to overcome them problems. Therefore, you can help another person, as in being a crutch. When they fall, you can pull them up, okay? That's what so many words that I say about the street people, as in you got to be hardcore, as in when you run in the streets and everything, because it'll tear your ass up, okay? And then it's a bought lesson, it's a taught lesson. You bought that lesson, so what? You'll never forget that lesson. The same way as in you go and rob somebody, right? Hey, you know you going to jail, so you already know you bought that lesson, so it's a taught lesson. So what? You will never do that no more, because what? You didn't learn that lesson, okay? Sometimes people have to go through more things in life, because sometimes people are stronger than others, okay? Sometimes you got to be the crutch for the next person, because hey, they can't. Everybody ain't strong. You got weak and you got strong people. But once you stronger, hey, you can pull up. Hey, you can be everybody crutch, okay? But then at the same time as you being strong and everything, you have to call on Jesus Christ, as in what? Give you the strength, okay? That's where I get my strength from. It's Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So whatever I can't do, I meditate. I ask him, give me the strength and the ability to do what I got to do for you, Jesus. You see what I'm saying? Because Jesus like this. He ain't going to lead you nowhere that it's going to embarrass you, okay? Because if he tell you to do something, hey, he going to give you the right words to say and do, and the action, whatever he needs for you to do, he going to give you that. Right? He just need a body. That's where you got to have the courage and the faith to do and believe that he would use you, as in leading you somewhere, and he gonna tell you what to do and everything, because he wants to shine. So, and when he's shining, you are shining. That's why I tell you guys, don't be afraid of the problems that you go through in life. If you was a prostitute, if you was on drugs and you had sex with the same sex and everything, you see what I'm saying? Or you might have not been on drugs. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes people that when they get in a relationship and I love stress, you see what I'm saying? Sometimes people love other people, but the other people don't love them back, so that's stress, okay? So sometimes people can't cope with that, you see what I'm saying? But that's where you got to, it's a mind control thing. It's a mind thing. Once you control your mind and know how to get Satan out of your mind, it's easy to accomplish any goal that you want, okay? Because you put the blood of Jesus on the negativity things that come into your mind, hey, you can conquer anything. Okay, that's why I tell you guys, don't be afraid of what you have done in lifetime, because Jesus can use the stronger people. You see, even though sometimes people is weak, but he still loves them too. It's more stronger people on this earth in order, excuse me, in order to help other people. That's how we grow and everything. You see, knowledge and everything. So I just wanted to get on here today just to let you guys know, no matter what problem that you're going through, I don't know who needs to hear this, that God is right there with you, okay? If you you on alcohol, you see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be on drugs. You can be a porno, you know what I'm saying? People like to look at a porno and all that. They like to eat. real, you see what I'm saying? Because when you overeat and everything, you get diabetic, you see what I'm saying? High blood pressure. That's how you keep healthy also. You see what I'm saying? I'm obese right now, you see? But I'm not a diabetic. I'm not I ain't got high blood or anything. That's why I pray, meditate, ask God. That's why you got to pray over your food and everything. You see what I'm saying? Because prayer break strongholds, okay? Because no matter what kind of problem that you got, God can, he can bless you from that and deliver you guys from that. That's what I'm telling you today, okay? No matter what you go through, if you got a problem on having a couple of relationships and everything, you know, sometimes people like more than one, more than one partner, okay? It could be that. It's not always drugs, okay? It could be a stress for, you know, you stressed out, you know, do it. Like I tell you guys, you got to meditate and ask God to come into your life and show you who's for you and who's against you, okay? And then also give you the strength to conquer anything he put in front of you, okay? Because sometimes you should know what you put out into the universe, okay? If it's like me and myself and I, okay? I know what I put out into the universe, and when the karma shit come back, I know, hey, it's karma come back to me, okay? I know that, but then I know when Jesus is testing me because I know I did not put it out into the universe. That's why I say you have to know your body. What have you put out into the universe and what already came back? You see what I'm saying? And what a test, that's what I know. It was the test in front of me. Okay, I got to pass this because Jesus giving me a test. That's why you got to stay humble at all times, because you never know what the other test going to come from the heavens, okay? That's why we always stay prayed up and everything. You see what I'm saying? Because you never know when Jesus going to test you. That's what anointed kids, we always do that. You see what I'm saying? But then we don't never look down on people because we was once like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, once you, whatever you're going through in your lifetime right now, Jesus can use you. You are the book. You are the book. People love to read books. People open up books to what? To get their knowledge and everything. You see what I'm saying? They read books to get educated, okay? But sometimes people here on this earth is here to be the books, to go through the things, the trials and the tribulations. You see what I'm saying? In order to be the book. Sometimes people on earth, they can't even handle it because what? They are not strong enough, so family. So whatever you going through at this time, Jesus got you. You got to call on him in order for him to deliver you, okay? You like to bother, you like to have sex, you like prostitute, you like money and everything. Pray over that money. Ask God, why I'm so obsessed with money. I do this for money and everything. Take that away from me, okay? Because when it's your turn to come, hey, everybody got to go. You see what I'm saying? But the name of the game, if you get it right on the earth, you're going to live again. That's what I do. I don't fear nothing because I'm living the will of God. You know, I don't know when I'm going to leave here, but I know I'm going to live again. That's what the saying is. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you guys, no matter which problem you're going through, you can always pray while you doing that addiction. If you got this, you so shooting up, you know what I'm saying, heroin or whatever, ask God, hey, look at me. Well, look how deep I done got. I need some help. You know what I'm saying? Why are you getting high? That's what I used to do. I just snort powder and talk to God, hey, this ain't me. Then I've looked up, I was eating a cheeseburger and snorting powder at the same time. Then that's how I knew, hey, I'm strung out. Now my body needed. You see, powder, cocaine, and food, chips and stuff don't go together. Liquor and cocaine go together, but food and cocaine, snorting powder, that shit don't go together. That's how you know that your body immune to it. That's how I start praying to God, hold on, this don't go together. Sometimes you got to wake up by yourself because everybody around you, they want you to fall. Because what? They ain't got the courage, they ain't got the anointing on their life. You see what I'm saying? They know who you is, but you can't see yourself, okay? That's why I tell you guys, you got to know your body. What have you then put out into the universe and what's coming back to you and what's the test and what's karma. You see, that's how I know what is what. But that's one way, as in I knew I was strung out. You see what I'm saying? So I started praying to God and everything. But look at me now, I'm 20 years clean. I ain't touched nothing. You see what I'm saying? But look, every day is easy to me. You see what I'm saying? When I got Jesus Christ. So whatever you're going through in lifetime right now, hey, God got you. Call on Jesus Christ at this time. Whatever you got going on, you got a shopping habit. I got a wig habit. I spend all my money on wigs. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn how to put your money up for hard times. You see what I'm saying? Invest your money. You see? That's why I tell you guys, you have to learn how to put work in yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's what I always tell you guys. But I just love you guys and everything. And today is what I'm talking about. No matter what problem you have went through in life, God got you. And what problem you're going through in life right now, God can still use you, so family, because what you are a book. People going to read you today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. They going to read you because what? Jesus is going to use you. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ain't books on this earth. So be proud about that you got the crown. You see what I'm saying? You are a book. Ain't too many people on this earth are books. They read books. That's how they get knowledge, okay? So Jesus, sometimes he used people in order to educate other people, okay? I just love you guys and everything. So family, so I'm finna get off of here, and everything is today. Like I said, it's windy and everything. It's rain. See the boat down there? They are fishing and everything. They are having a good time. That's why I say it's windy out here, but it's a blessing. And the young man, he's down here. He is exercising. See all of that? People come out here, they walk, they enjoy themselves, they walk their dogs and everything. So I advise you guys just to come out and get grounded. Today, I challenge you guys to get in your yard and walk barefoot in your yard and get grounded, okay? You get the electricity into your body, recharge your body, okay? Your mind and everything. That's what I do. I just got finished doing this. So when I come to the park, I just don't jump into my videos. I get grounded first and think about what download I'm going to talk about and everything. So I was getting on here to talk about a download, but Jesus always lead me to talk about something else. So after this one, I got to get back on here and do the download that I was going to do. Okay, I just love you guys. No matter what you're going through, Jesus Christ got you. Call on Jesus Christ. Pray to him. That's how you get grounded. That's how you have a personal relationship to God and everything. Meditate. Take spiritual baths, put lavender in your water, put Epsom salt in your water, light a white candle, sit back, relax, and take that spiritual bath. Okay, I just love you guys so, family. And whatever you're going through, call on Jesus Christ. I just love you guys. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. I love you guys.